Hello everyone. Today we will talk about class and object in a Java. What is object? Object is an entity which has its own state or behavior and behavior. So what is state? State represents property, whereas behavior represents functionality of an object. So let's take an example. If we talk about a pen as an object, pen has state like color of a pen, type of refill. This becomes state of a pen, whereas behavior is writing, or what is the functionality of a pen? Writing. Like that, chair object. So what are the properties or a state of a chair? Material used for a chair, height of a chair, legs of a chair, all this becomes properties of a chair. Whereas main functionality of a chair is to sit, to stand sometimes, right? So this is called as an object. So in the same way as in the example, we can think of an object has its own state and behavior. Then what is class? Class is a blueprint or a template or a definition block which is used to describe an object. Okay, so it is a reference, okay, kind of blueprint what we have for construction of a home, or a template to create some document. So some template or a definition block or a blueprint which is used to describe an object. In a class we describe these properties in a class. Also we can create multiple instances of a class while creating an object. That we will see in a programmatic way in later session of the class. So now we'll take a sample example to see the class and its state and behavior of a class. Let's create a new class object demo. So here we will have one more class, watch. We have a class called watch, okay, and in the watch, what are the state of a watch? Say for example, we'll say string belt type, okay, we'll say leather, okay, string type of watch digital, okay. So these are some of the properties or a state of a watch, and then we will have method to represent the behavior or a functionality. Void display time, then we will have a kind of statements or a logic to perform that functionality. This is to perform time display. Okay, let's have one more functionality, void setup alarm. And lines of code or a logic to perform the alarm setup. So for our reference, I'll just write one line of print statement. This is to perform alarm setup. So this is our class which has state as well as property and behavior as well as functionality. And how do we use this in our driver class? So we will see in detail in the upcoming session, but as of now try to go through this, have a high level understanding, that is fine. We have detailed session in the upcoming videos. So main method to start our execution, and these are non-static variables and these are non-static methods, which means we have to access them with the help of object. And how do we create an object? Using new keyword. So all this we will cover in the next session. As of now, this is to give a demo on class and object, so just try to have a high level understanding. In order to access those non-static variables, I have to create an object using new keyword, new watch. So this means a new object created, which is, if I want to have it with some reference variable, I have to say like watch and a reference variable, let's say refer is equal to new watch. So now a new watch object has been referred by ref variable, and here we will say ref dot, you can see those non-static variables are coming as a suggestion, build type. Also we will print ref dot type of watch, it is digital, which will print, and then also we will say so no need to call this, already we have a statement in the methods, so we'll just say ref dot our method display time, also ref dot setup alarm. Okay, so mainly we wanted to show how we are creating a object and what is class and how do we define our properties and behavior. So the expectation here is it will start the execution from main method, and since we are creating an object, then we are able to access these particular class members using the new object, and hence the which is being referred by ref variable, with that we are accessing. So let's observe the output. Okay, so ref dot build type leather, digital is the type of watch, this is to perform time display, this is to perform alarm setup. So this is the way we create object and how we define our class. So to recap our class and object, class is a template or a blueprint or a definition block where we describe the state and behavior of a object, and object has its own entity. Okay, so let's look at this, our notes. State represents the attribute or a property of an object, behavior represents the functionality of an object. So class is blueprint, template, definition block, which is used to describe an object, and in a class we described the properties and the behavior. We can create multiple instances of a class, so that means we no need to create only one, we can create multiple copies of object classes. So we can say ref2 new watch like that, and we can play around with that with the values of the non-static object ref3 like this. Okay, so we can change if we want ref3 dot ref2 dot belt type is equal to, I can say chain, right? So now again I can print this. That means ref2 dot this. Okay, and this is a warning which is saying we have not used the ref3 variable. So the leather from here, digital from here, and these two methods, and you can see the chain getting, once we assign that to the ref2 object of belt type, then we are getting the output of it from this output statement. Okay, so we'll go through in detail with what are the different types of members of a class. Thank you.